Hi guys, today we're going to be reviewing the Type 56 SKS, which I purchased from Classic Firearms just a week ago. For those of you who don't know, the Type 56 SKS is a 10-round semi-automatic rifle chambered in the 7.62x39 cartridge. In this review, I'm going to be covering the overall condition of the rifle, its function on the range, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to clean it, how to remove the cosmoline, and how to operate the rifle. It's especially helpful if you're new to the SKS or new to rifles in general. So to begin with, the wood on this rifle does have some scratches, some gouges, some writing. Again, these were issued, so if you're looking for something with a pretty stock or pretty metal, I would suggest you look for a new SKS, which is going to cost you more, but if that's what you want, I'm sure you have the money to buy it. As for the rust, there was some minor surface pitting, but there was nothing in the bore. The bore is extremely clean. Bolt carrier group is fine. No rust there. Thank you, cosmoline. So again, the rust is nothing that you can't get off with some elbow grease or a copper brush, and it's not going to impact the performance of the rifle. Please note that I did choose the hand select option, which I think was an extra $10 or $20. Definitely worth it in my opinion. Why not get the best if it's only an extra $10 or $20 more? You're already spending $300 on this rifle. So one thing you'll notice when you go to operate the SKS is that when you rack the bolt back, it won't close on an empty chamber. If for whatever reason you want to close the bolt when you have an empty magazine and an empty chamber, simply pop the magazine open, rack your bolt, the bolt closes, close your magazine, and if you want, pull the trigger after you check to make sure that the chamber is empty. You can tell if your safety is on or off by simply looking at its position in relation to the rifle. So if you push the safety down and it's aligned with the trigger pointing at the floor, then you know that the safety is off. Your rifle is ready to fire. If you push the safety up so that it is aligned with the body of the rifle, then your safety is on, which means your rifle will not fire. And the safety is very well placed. I like it. Compared to the Mosin Nagant or some other military surplus rifles, it's very easy to access, very easy to manipulate when you're on the range. Now, as for the range condition of this rifle, it is very accurate. I didn't have to sight it in at all. I'll have to adjust the sights a little bit because the grouping is just a little bit off the bullseye. But the groups are very consistent. The holes are almost right on top of each other. I'll be happy to post pictures later if you guys would like that. So just some tips for cleaning the rifle. I know mine came packed in cosmoline. It was ridiculous. I think one of the best and safest ways to clean your rifle is to boil a pot of water on the stove. Disassemble your rifle completely, take all of the metal parts and put them into the boiling water, let them sit about 10 or 15 minutes while the water is boiling on the stove, and the cosmoline will boil right off. You can then use tongs or something of that nature to lift the pieces out of the pot, put them on some newspaper or old towel, something like that, and then wipe them down with some shop towels or some rags, anything to take the liquid cosmoline off. That method allowed me to clean my SKS from a cosmoline covered mess into this clean beauty in about 3 or 4 hours, which is much faster than the other methods I read about, and it's probably one of the safest. You just have to make sure you don't get boiling water on you and that you clean the pot out earlier or later once you finish cleaning, because nobody wants to eat out of a pot that has cosmoline in it. That's just not fun. So anyways, this rifle came with a oil can, a cleaning kit in the buttstock, a cleaning rod, and this nice bayonet. One thing I will note is that all of the serial numbers on this rifle are matching. That may have something to do with the hand select, I'm not sure, but that's just a nice touch, so thank you Classic for that. And one thing you want to note about the bayonet is that in order to deploy it, you want to pull down on this metal piece and then lift away from the rifle The bayonet will come up, and you'll notice that it doesn't quite clear the barrel. So what you're going to do is lift up on that metal piece that you lifted up on earlier. You're going to slide it over the barrel and then let it go. And now your bayonet is securely fastened to skewer capitalists or whatever your foe of the day happens to be. So this is my review of the Type 56 SKS. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you found it informative. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I'd be happy to answer them. Thanks. Bye.